going on, everybody? It's me, Catfish, and I'm back. Did you miss me? You couldn't have missed me. I was just here. And if you do miss me, thank you. We're reading chapter 4 of a continuing story. This better continue, or I will hunt you down. TSN. And look at all these tags. Look at all these tags. So we're going to read chapter 4 of the ongoing series of Promise by MATTSN98s. And let's read our tags. So here is it. Naruto Sasuke Freeform, Post Shinobi War, Naruto, Sasuke returns to the village, Hokage Naruto. Naruto is in love with Sasuke. Sasuke is in love with Naruto. Naruto and Uzumaki. Naruto and Sasuke are in love. Naruto and Naruto centric. Naruto is in love. Sasuke is in love. Sasuke deserves love. Naruto deserves love. Protective Sasuke. Smart Naruto. Slow burn. Vulnerability. Love confessions. Tenderness. Yaoi. Abandonment issues. Emotional intimacy. Self-acceptance. Introspection. Self-romance. Enemy to lovers. Issues. Emotional intimacy. Self-acceptance. Introspection. Slow romance. Enemy to lovers. I already said that. Teasing. Emotional baggage. Healthy relationships. Self-reflection. Character development. Character analysis. Point of view. Sasuke Uchiha. Point of view. Naruto Uzumaki. Dialogue. Heavy cannon rewrite. Unhealthy coping mechanisms. Naruto Shippuden. Demisexual. Bisexual. Post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD. And reassurance. God damn it. So we have a summary and notes. Let's read our summary. Naruto heard knocking on his front door after he had a night terror. Oh no. It turns out that reality can be sweeter than the dreams at times. Notes. This chapter is kind of fluffy and sweet. I had a lot of fun writing it. D. Alright, narrator time. I just dropped. These dark glasses are dirty. Is this fucking like on my note? I saw in the last video, I was looking back at it and I was like editing and shit. And I'm looking at these glasses like, are they fucking like even on my face, correct? I think they are now. The heat was almost unbearable in Konoha. You know what? We don't need to do serious tone. This is light and fluffy. The heat was almost unbearable in Konoha during the month of July. That's the month I was born. It was almost midnight, but Naruto couldn't fall asleep. The stupid bitch. He had an intense headache. He was trying to find a comfortable position in bed, but nothing felt right. His right temple was pulsing, and he had a continuous high-pitched noise in his ears. His mind was projecting all sorts of images with literally no sense. I think he's in heat. Shout out Roseblade. Oh, he saw in his head letters in a book that were actually soldiers. And what? Letters in a book that were actually soldiers? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? They were starting to fight each other, and they suddenly transformed into Hashirama and Madara and Tobirama, and they were all clashing, and Tobirama killed Madara, and then the first Hokage screamed and died in pain over his friend's dead body, but then he turned into Kakashi crying over Obito's corpse, and then he went into Naito's rampage and ready to kill everyone, but then it was Kakashi anymore, and then it was him, and it was Naruto in the form of Kurama destroying the village, and he saw himself killing his parents. Then he saw Sasuke wearing an Akatsuki clothes preparing a Chidori as he shouted in anger, "It's because of you! You destroyed the village of my clan and blamed me for it! Because of you, I'm all alone!" And then he placed the Chidori right in his heart. Naruto jumped. He realized he had a fucking nightmare. He had a night terror. But checking the clock, he saw that it was only 10 minutes went by. That's me every night. No, but if I don't have earbuds in, because I always sleep with my earbuds in. If I don't, I'm just gonna go through a endless flood of random thoughts that just don't make sense. I don't want to get too sidetracked. You know how I get when I ramble. So 10 minutes went by. His migraine was even more intense now. Like, fuck! He got to open another window and drink something, and he was pouring himself a glass of H2O. When he noticed Shikamaru's book was on the table, he was at Naruto's place for a few hours prior, helping him learn about the history of Konoha and the military strategy. Naruto had a hard time focusing on these boring-ass subjects, and he only liked history if it felt like a story, humane and touching, something he could relate to. Military strategy was an absolute pain for him, and he was fueled by adrenaline. Deadass. I only like history for the personal lives of historical figures, because if I relate to the figure and I learn about their personal life, it kind of feels like a cautionary tale in some ways, and then in other ways a call to action to me. There's tons. A lot of fictional, real people. It don't matter. You know, I love stories. But history, I really like, unless it's like actually integral to like something you should know, you know? Other than that, I don't really look at history too much. Although I would say all history is something you should know, but you know, I'd be here all day. I'm not a goddamn historian. Get off my back, TSN. So random. Helping him learn about the history of Konoha and military strategy. Naruto had a hard time focusing on these boring-ass subjects. The only like history felt like a story, humane and touching, and something he could relate to. Military strategy was an absolute pain for him, and it was fueled by adrenaline when making decisions during a fight. But watching Shikamaru place those pieces on a shogi board as he explained how to calculate the opponent's moves made Naruto want to peel off his own skin. It's no wonder he had a headache now. Deadass, watch Devin and me play a video game and him trying to explain the shit to me. It's like this. He calculates the opponent's moves made Naruto feel... Wait, what? After hours of mental torture, as he was gulping his water, he had a faint knock on the door. In the state that he was in, he thought it was just a pitch in his ears, but he heard it again. Did Shikamaru really come back for his stupid book? Jeez, it's already midnight. Can't wait till tomorrow? He took the book and went to open the door, expecting to see Shikamaru. He yawned as he opened the door, with his eyes half closed, mumbling, "Come on, Shikamaru, you could have picked it up tomorrow." He opened his eyes and he realized what was going on. The book fell down from his hand, but he didn't hear the sound. Sasuke. Sasuke! There he was, right in front of him, wearing a thin black coat, a blue t-shirt underneath, and some white shorts. He stared at Naruto with a forced, unperturbed expression, trying to hide how nervous he was. He's waiting for Naruto to process this moment, but he also needed to adjust. He spoke with Naruto in his head for the past months, but this time it was real. Oh, Naruto has stood there. Is Naruto stood there with shorts? Wearing a thin... Well, you said thin black cloak. Why is... Is this supposed to be reminiscent of his younger look? Because that's his young look. He stared at Naruto with a forced, unperturbed expression, trying to hide how nervous he was, and he was waiting for Naruto to process this moment. But he also needed to adjust. He spoke with Naruto in his head for the past few months, but this time it was real. He stood there with a stupid expression on his face. The stupid face he missed. It was hard for him to contain his smile, but then Naruto mumbled as he was rubbing his eyes. Am I still dreaming? Is that really you, Sasuke? Sasuke could finally let out his emotions and form a smirk. What were you dreaming of, Fushida Tonkatsu? Hearing Sasuke's nickname for him was an electric shock to his body, taking away the migraine and the noise in his ears. And suddenly, without saying a word, he threw himself at Sasuke, wrapping his arm around his neck in a tight embrace. For a second, Sasuke felt stiff, but Naruto's warmth loosened all his muscles in his body. He fully accepted that embrace, and he wrapped his arm around Naruto's waist. He couldn't tell if he had a hard time falling asleep because if his t-shirt was damp. He couldn't tell... Wait, what? He could tell he had a hard time falling asleep because his t-shirt was damped. Surprisingly, Naruto's sweat didn't bother Sasuke at all. Kind of enjoyed touching it, knowing it was coming from his body. Gross! His mind perceived it as it was safe. Clean bodily fluid. He could also feel stronger smell in Naruto's hair because of how sweaty he was. Breath in as much as possible in a distinct scent, but he didn't want Naruto to notice. He took long, slow, and tiny but consistent portions of air in, and when his lungs got filled with Naruto's pheromones, okay, Sasuke's head went dizzy and he almost was losing his balance with every single breath. When he woke up from his nightmare, Naruto knew that it was his fear of losing Sasuke giving him all those scenarios in his head. And while being awake, he could control his anxiety by remembering the reassurance that Sasuke gave him months ago. But subconsciously, there was still doubt that he could ever change his mind while being away. Tonight's nightmare turned into a delightful dream, though. He had his arms around Sasuke's neck, and Sasuke's arm was holding him tight. Their bodies glued together, and Naruto buried his face into Sasuke's chest. It felt intoxicating. He wanted to check if he was truly awake or not. Like, is this real? Pinch me! My God. But he didn't want to stop that embrace. The sound of two squirrels chasing each other in the tree pulled them out of their mellow mood. They awkwardly let go of the embrace, as if nothing happened, no matter how good it felt. They were still hiding it. Okay, you don't hear that. Okay. Unless you're hearing my foot tap. They're still hiding it from themselves. Come on in, Naruto said while rubbing the back of his head, trying to act cool. While stepping into Naruto's apartment, Sasuke picked up Shikamaru's book from the floor. He felt relieved knowing that he found an excuse to ease the tension. Don't tell me you've got an interest of reading. Oh, I didn't. That's Shikamaru's book. He forgot it here earlier. He was still blushing from the embrace, and Sasuke noticed that just now, and he felt his heart dropping in his stomach. It was a familiar sensation, but he tried to ignore it. He helps me learn because Kakashi says that I can't become Hokage without some knowledge. But most of that stuff is extremely boring. He turned his glare away from Naruto's blushing face for some reason, and he didn't like hearing that Naruto was spending so much time alone with someone else. He did his best to hide his emotions under a neutral expression, apparently. It wasn't easy as it was before. I would say that's a little out of character, but it's not. We know Sasuke is the jealous type when it comes to Naruto. Or like how other people affect him, because remember when Orochimaru pointed out that he was pissed off that he saw when Naruto was crying? And he was like, ooh, your energy is different. I mean, I feel like a vibe. The vibes are very weird here. Where am I at? For some reason, he didn't like hearing Naruto spending that much time with somebody else. It's fine, it's Shikamaru. Shikamaru don't fucking want nothing. But he did his best to hide his emotions under a neutral expression. Apparently, it wasn't as easy as it was before. After spending so much time in Wasura Nagusa, was with his feelings out, his body was louder with its emotional reactions. The fear of being left behind made him want to leave immediately, so he wouldn't feel that lack of control anymore. Noticing that Sasuke's mood was changed, Naruto asked him with a caring voice, Sasuke, is everything alright? That question forced him to look again at his face. He was met with those wandering big blue eyes, begging for an answer. The impulse to run away was overshadowed by the instinct to keep Naruto's feelings safe. He came back to his senses, but he knew that it was necessary to talk in order to build real trust. Fighting his avoidance was 10 times harder than fighting any S-ranked opponent. With his straining sensation in his throat, he started talking. Can we sit down? I'm not feeling so well. Sure, we can sit here. Naruto led him towards his bedroom area. Everything is a mess? Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about your room being a mess. Everything was a mess, but Sasuke didn't even notice. He was used. Ugh. Wait, huh? Oh no, this is on you, TSN. I'll rewrite it for you. Naruto led towards his bedroom area, and everything was a mess. But Sasuke didn't even notice. He was used to Naruto being like that, and he accepted that part of him from many years ago. While they are still teammates, and they both sat down on the edge of the bed. I'm sorry that it's hot in here. My fan broke a few days ago. Is that why you're not feeling well? Naruto, open a window. Naruto knew the nature of Sasuke's mood. Oh wait, it's hot outside. That wouldn't work. Get a fan! I need you to understand that there's nothing wrong with what you did. It's just how I reacted internally. Oh, Sasuke saying this. Okay. He's looking at the floor to avoid Naruto's. It's fine. It's nothing to do with you. It's just how I react internally. It's how I internally reacted. Naruto was listening patiently while looking at Sasuke, making sure he doesn't miss a thing. When you mentioned Shikamaru would help you out with learning, I got this strange feeling that I might not have a place in your life. I already know that that's not the reality, and you've proved to me time and time again that I belong here, but I wanted to be honest with you and tell you that these are uncontrollable feelings sometimes appear inside of me. Could you forgive me for being a bit harder to deal with? Looking ass. It's alright. It's alright, babe. We all got shit. We all get jelly. I could overcome it, but I felt this instinct to run away again. I love how that happened just off of the mere thought of him hanging out with Shikamaru. It's good to hear that you know what's real and what isn't. Naruto talked with a soft and mature voice. I get it. Before you came here tonight, I had a nightmare that you would resent me for having inside of me a tailed beast your clan was blamed for controlling almost 18 years ago. It's my own issue that I couldn't completely overcome. His tone changed, teasing Sasuke. If anything, I'm kinda happy to hear that I provoke you with such intense feelings. Just with that. Sasuke was blushing and started to tease back. Oh, shut up. You just admitted to having intense dreams about me. I'm not denying it. He laughed as his cheeks turned red. Anyways, thank you for telling me that. I know it's not easy to say. It definitely isn't, but it at least doesn't feel heavy anymore. I like this new Sasuke. Soon you're gonna be complimenting me on my amazing skills. Don't be too hasty. I'm more sincere now. Not a better liar. You asshole. Naruto picked up a pillow and hit Sasuke with it. You fool. Sasuke hit back with his pillow. I'll make you compliment my skills someday. You're gonna need a lot more training to achieve that. You watch me. Naruto threw a pillow with such force that his body followed it. The pillow hit Sasuke's head, but it fell down on the floor right after. Naruto's body fell on top of Sasuke, who protected himself with his right arm. Is that your way of begging for compliments? Sasuke teased from a defensive position. Naruto took Sasuke's hand and placed it on the bed, forcing him to stay still. I'm trying to visualize. Hold on, visualizing? Okay, I feel so calm. I feel so calm. Is this what therapy is? Alright. Their faces are inches away from each other. They could both see the desire in each other's eyes, and they were feeling a strong tension. Sasuke wasn't trying to escape it, and it was nice for Naruto to see him accepting his defeat. The fight was still ongoing, only with their hands. They were squeezing more and more of each other's fists while locking their eyes. You're already losing, Asura Dankashi. Sasuke mugged him. Get mogged on, Naruto. Mogged Naruto as he slowly lifted both of their intertwined hands. Hearing his nickname again, with such tension built up in his body, an electric wave possessed Naruto and gave him an immense amount of power. It wasn't Kuruma's chakra, just his own. He pushed Sasuke's hand back on the bed, taking control while pushing his head into the mattress with a lusty kiss. Sasuke fought back, not to liberate himself, but to feel even closer. He lifted his head to press his lips even more into Naruto's, but there wasn't enough room for competition here. He couldn't move his upper body because of Naruto's weight. So he placed his left leg on top of Naruto's. I'm trying to visualize right now. I don't think I'm doing a good job. Wait, hold on. Is this what we're seeing? Is this what we're seeing? Trying to angle it. Hold on. It's not, I can't get it to focus on it. But you get what I'm saying though, right? Like, it's like this. Naruto, look like you're into it. What the fuck? Get into this. Is it like that? That's the only thing I can think of. That's what my brain is envisioning. So he placed his left leg on top of Naruto, squeezing it tightly. Gaining a sense of control, Naruto felt himself being pushed closer into Sasuke's lower body, and felt his blood rushing in that area, knowing that he could lose his position of power. He told Sasuke, I wasn't expecting you to play this dirty. And he went for another kiss. This time, not so pushy, giving Sasuke enough room to react. He focused more on the upper lip, cupping it with his lips. That made Sasuke slowly open his mouth. Feeling his hot breath and more onto his chin, Naruto tilted his head a bit and covered Sasuke's open mouth with his own, letting his tongue slowly explore Sasuke's mouth. And they're both cautious at first. But once their tongues touched and flash energy sent throughout their bodies, founding nests below their abdominal areas. This is the most poetic way to say they got a boner. low-key. Um, that whole fight turned into a dance onto their tongues. They met each other. They instinctively found a perfect rhythm, doing swirls while moving back and forth and get lost into it for a while. The heat in Naruto's room wasn't their best companion. Their little fight made the temperature go up even more, and they had to stop. They're both easily really sweaty, and their faces were fully red. Once they stopped kissing, Naruto let go of Sasuke's hand, but he didn't move his body away, gaining back autonomy over his arm. Sasuke brushed Naruto's hair with his fingers, his spiky hair wet and losing its volume. "You're such a mess." Sasuke spoke with a flirty tone. "Look who's talking." Naruto replied as he started to play with Sasuke's hair. It's just as wet as his. It looked so attractive like that, laying onto his bed. "I suppose it's a tie then." "Yeah, you could say that. I went easy on you. I didn't want to scare you off." Sure. We're gonna have many more matches. Wait, who's saying this? We're gonna have many more matches and we'll see who's let's see who's the real winner here. Can't wait. But when are you gonna stop counting? When we'll be dead. They both smiled. "You promise?" "I promise." Naruto replied with a sudden serious tone. Then Sasuke moved his hand towards the back of Naruto's head and gently pulled him closer and giving him a soft, intimate kiss. No tongue. No tongues. "Can I shower here? I didn't plan on this before, and I'm not sure where I'll stay." "You're gonna stay here?" "You're gonna stay here." I thought that was obvious already, but I would take a shower first. At least I can still have priority if I couldn't get a compliment from you. He gave Sakura a natural affectionate kiss and ran to the bathroom. They're so domestic right now. What the fuck? I love this. So cute. Yeah? He was back after 15 minutes and let Sasuke take a shower afterwards, and when he got back, he saw Naruto putting on clean bed sheets. "You weren't that sweaty," Sasuke joked. "No, it's just, I want you to feel comfortable here." "I am comfortable here because of you." "I think I'm gonna consider that being the compliment." "No, it isn't. You still need to beg for compliments from me for a while. Whatever makes you happy, pretty boy." Then he grabbed Sasuke by the waist. Oh, sorry. I got you. Hold on. I'm tripping. Hold on. As this is my job. Hold on. I got this. Stay with me now. God damn this big ass kimono shit. Hold on. Give me. No, it's a fix your arm. Real boss shit. Just grabs him by the waist. So he grabs him by. "Hello, mom, whisper in your ear." Grabs him by that waist. Pulls him in. Yep. Yeah, you see how it is? Nice. I got you on the visuals, TSN. I got you, twin. You're lucky I have one arm. I would have put you in your place much easier with two. I also only have one arm. Wait, why does he only have one arm? Unless you're just saying, like, he has one natural arm? I also only have one arm. Wait. Naruto's the first one to say you're like I only have. Okay. Naruto, you have two arms. Or is this before he got the arm from Tsunade? You know? I don't know. You're lucky I only have one arm. I would have put you in your place much easier with two. I also only have one arm, dumbass. We can blame each other for that. It's not that big a price to pay for this. He said as he kissed him again as they were getting ready to get in bed. Naruto continued. Granny Tsunade told me we could get our arms back by using the Hashirama cells. I know that. I always assumed you would get it, why didn't you? We lost our arms together because we didn't fully understand each other. If we get them back, we should also do that together. But if you don't want it, then I don't want it either. Oh, that's the only canon divergence so far. Naruto, why are you such a fool? Sasuke said it and asked with tenderness. You should have gotten that arm already. What does it matter if I do as well or not? It matters. I didn't lose it for nothing, and I won't get it back for nothing. We either leave it as that, as a reminder of our past mistakes, or we both get them back as a way of forgiving ourselves and each other. Sasuke was hesitant because he didn't feel comfortable with the villagers yet, neither with the fifth. Well, he knew she would do it for Naruto, but he wasn't sure if he was still perceived as a threat for the village. I get it. You're still a fool for that. We can think about it. He gave Naruto a kiss, and both got into bed. Everything seemed so natural between them, as they lived together for years, right? That's what I'm saying. I just said that. As if they lived together for years. Everything is so goddamn natural and routine, and so cool and cute and domestic, and I want that! Sorry. Sasuke was staying on the right side of the bed. Naruto was on the left. And they looked at each other with their heads laying on the pillows, brushing each other's hair. Do you think we'll feel awkward tomorrow? We might, but I hope not. Even if we do, we'll start over and get comfortable in each other as many times as we need to. He took Sasuke's hand into his own and directed it towards his lips, placing a delicate kiss on it. Then pushed it into his cheek, and he smiled and closed his eyes. Sasuke never felt this way before. You know a girl wrote it because, like, as a guy, you just don't think about that. It's more of like a thing I would do, but I wouldn't think about that, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't think of that. Like, if I was writing a couple being cute, I probably wouldn't have thought of that. Well, that's just me. It's not all guys. I'm not all guys. Some dudes would have thought of it. But I know women like that type of shit, so you can tell. Sasuke had never felt this way before. He watched as he was treating his hand with such gentleness and care. He could almost physically see the love Naruto had for him. He got overwhelmed by his feelings, and he threw himself onto Naruto's chest with his right hand. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, she's gonna fucking fire me. I'm gonna get fired. Oh my god, I need this job. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry again. Oh my god, I'm so done. Okay. Thumbnail? Nah, it can't be thumbnail. It's too blurry. His right hand, the one that got blessed with the kiss, reached for the back of Naruto's neck, while his face got buried into the right side of it. Naruto's skin in that area felt softer, and his scent was stronger. It was the safest place on Earth. Naruto's left arm covered Sasuke's back with like a warm blanket, and his face was leaning on Sasuke's... Huh? This is my thing. I need to visualize it to understand it. There's too many details and my brain can't create the image. His face is leaning on Sasuke's hand. His soft black hair created a nest for Naruto, and he felt protected. He finally understood the true meaning of the word home. By the way, he does all this and then marries Hinata, by the way. don't let that distract you from the fact that all this happens, and then this motherfucker turns around and says, "Oh, Hinata, let's get married." Why, yo? I knew that if I kept thinking of you, you'd come back. I kept wondering what you were doing every day in the past 7 months. I imagined talking to you and telling you all the changes in the village. When I learned something that I actually liked, I imagined telling you about it over and over again. I kept wondering how you were feeling all this time. It's silly, but at times I talk to the moon as if it was you. Is it silly? It is silly. You are also with me every day as the sun. Hearing this, Naruto kissed Sasuke's head as he pressed him closer into his chest with his arm. Would you tell me what you did in the past 7 months? Naruto asked with the curiosity of a kid. I might tell you, but you probably won't believe it, or you'd make fun of me. Oh, come on. Now you're making me curious. You're in some multi-dimensional adventures and stuff like that, right? I didn't even need to use my ocular prowess. Not even once. But I had to uncover some old skills and unlock some forgotten dreams. So vague, just tell me already. I'll tell you some other day, I promise. Oh, he said it! He said it! He said the words. He said the words that are the same. He said the thing that are the words of. I'm getting really sleepy like this. Sasuke wasn't trying to get rid of Naruto's questioning. He was sincere. He was just feeling as mellow as ever. Alright then, I'll let you sleep. Because now I know that you keep your promises. Sasuke smirked and let himself carried into the best dreamless sleep of his motherfucking life. Where are the comments? Okay, now we're gonna read my own comment. You guys better start commenting on this masterpiece. On God, this shit is the truth. That's what I hear when I talk. Oh no, wait, we didn't do the outro. Sorry. Hold on. Guys, this is chapter 4 of TSN's A Promise, and it's promising, it's very promising to say the least. It's so good. I can't wait for the next chapter. TSN, get on that shit. I will hunt you down. I know they're like, oh, you shouldn't tell the author what they should do. I'm sorry. This shit is beautiful. I need more. I needs more. Yeah, this is really good. I fuck with it. Y'all comment. Let's get these comments going. I need y'all to read this. I need y'all to see this. I need y'all to go, ooh, hold up. Hold on. This is it. This might be the one. They're short, easy. I love them. You know, easy for my dumb ass to get through. I love the dialogue. Very dialogue heavy. Very cute and domestic. I love that they're so natural with each other, which harkens back to their chemistry and like having where they don't have to like what's the word? They don't gotta try anything. It's just like they just do it. They just have like, you know, I already left the kudos? Oh. Where they don't have to practice with each other. They don't need to train. They don't need to think. Everything they do is instinctive. Everything they do is, you know, everything is natural between them, and this really has that feeling. This really has that vibe. This does that where they don't gotta speak. It's natural chemistry. So they're gonna know the right places to touch. They're gonna know the right times to kiss. They're gonna know what the other person is thinking. They're gonna do the things that the other person is doing, even when they're not around each other, because that's what soulmates motherfucking do. Because that's what soulmates motherfucking do. And that's what a motherfucker wants to do, right? This is really good. It was short, sweet, simple, cute. The only thing I would say, like the only critique I would give it is it's a little hard to understand who's talking at certain points. Until you're like done reading the line and you're like, oh, okay, maybe that's not. But then that's more on a narrative, like live reading thing. Obviously, you're reading to yourself. It doesn't matter. You'll just figure it out in your head. You figure it out there. That's just a personal, in this style, I would say that's pretty. I don't think if you're just reading it by yourself, it would be hard to get. I don't know. Outside of a grammatical error, I don't have much to complain about. It's short, sweet, doesn't mess around, and please don't fire me for my lateness with the visuals. I promise I will get better at that. Hey, that's a promise. Don't fire me, please. Very dialogue heavy. You know I like me some dialogue. You know I like me dialogue. You know I like that dialogue, dog. You know I like dialogue, dog. You know. Chapter. Wait, what's the name? What's the name? Bad Dreams. Kinds of Dream. When it's gonna be updated, have the insider scoop. Whenever it does come out, because got something going here. I'll lie to you. I think it'll be very cool when they're adults, like in there. You know, very interested in that. And video, I'm talking a lot. Follow this TikTok if you're on YouTube. Do and love you guys. Really fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.